Hey there, have you ever felt like you're constantly pushing and striving, but somehow success always seems just out of reach? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's time to stop trying so hard, because the truth is what you're seeking is already yours. You see, we often get caught up in this idea that we need to work ourselves to the bone, sacrifice our happiness, and constantly hustle in order to achieve our dreams. But that's not how it works. In fact, that mindset can actually hold you back from reaching your full potential. Think about it this way: when you're stressed out, anxious, and constantly pushing yourself, you're not in a state of flow. You're not out open to new ideas, opportunities, or creative solutions. You're so focused on the grind that you miss out on the magic happening all around you. But when you let go of that need to control everything, when you trust that the universe has your back, and when you focus on aligning yourself with your true purpose, that's when the magic happens. That's when doors start to open, when synchronicities occur, and when your dreams start to manifest. I know it can be scary to let go of that control, to trust in something bigger than yourself. But the truth is, you are a powerful creator. You have the ability to shape your reality with your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. And when you start to align those things with what you truly want, that's when you start to see results. So how do you do that? How do you let go of the struggle and start trusting in the process? Well, it starts with mindset. It starts with believing that you are worthy of your dreams, that you have something valuable to offer the world, and that success is your birthright. It means focusing on the present moment rather than constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. It means taking inspired action rather than just going through the motions. And it means surrounding yourself with people and environments that support your growth and uplift your spirit. But most importantly, it means learning to love and accept yourself exactly as you are. Because when you can do that, when you can embrace your quirks, your flaws, and your unique brilliance, that's when you become truly unstoppable. You see, so many of us are walking around with this idea that we're not enough, that we need to be smarter, prettier, more successful, or more fill in the blank. But the truth is, you are already enough. You are already worthy. You are already deserving of love, abundance, and fulfillment. And when you can start to embody that truth, when you can start to see yourself through the eyes of love and acceptance, that's when the real magic happens. That's when you start to attract the people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your highest good. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're constantly pushing and striving but never quite reaching your goals, I want you to take a step back. I want you to take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's okay to let go. It's okay to trust in the journey. It's okay to believe that what you want is already on its way to you. Because the truth is, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. It's always working behind the scenes to bring you what you need when you need it. But you have to be open to receiving it. You have to be willing to let go of the struggle and trust in the flow. And I know that can be easier said than done. I know there will be times when doubt creeps in, when fear takes hold, and when you feel like giving up. But that's when you need to dig deep. That's when you need to reconnect with your why, with your purpose, and with your inner knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Because here's the thing, your dreams, your desires, and your aspirations, they're not random. They were placed in your heart for a reason. They are a part of your unique mission and purpose on this planet. And when you start to align yourself with that mission, when you start to trust in the journey and take inspired action, that's when the real magic happens. So I want you to take a moment right now and think about what it is that you truly want. Not what society tells you to want, not what your parents or your friends or your partner wants for you, but what you want. What sets your soul on fire? What makes you come alive? What fills you with a sense of purpose and passion? And then I want you to start taking steps towards that vision. Start small, start with what feels manageable and accessible to you right now. But don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to believe in yourself and your ability to create the life of your dreams. Because the truth is, you are a powerful creator. You are a force of nature. You have the ability to shape your reality with your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. And when you start to align those things with your deepest desires and truest purpose, that's when the magic happens. So trust in the journey, trust in the process. Trust in yourself and your ability to navigate the ups and downs, the twists and turns, and the unexpected detours, because it's all leading you somewhere. It's all a part of your unique story and your unique path. And as you start to embrace that path, as you start to let go of the need to control and start trusting in the flow, you'll start to notice something amazing happening. You'll start to see opportunities appearing out of nowhere. You'll start to attract the people and resources you need to make your dreams a reality, and you'll start to feel a sense of ease and flow in your life, like everything is falling into place exactly as it should. But here's the thing, this isn't about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's not about being passive or complacent. It's about taking inspired action, about being proactive and intentional with your energy and your efforts. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when it's hard or uncomfortable. And it's about believing in yourself and your dreams, even when the world tells you it's impossible. Because the truth is, nothing great ever comes easy. Nothing worth having ever comes without effort and perseverance. But when you align that effort with your deepest desires and truest purpose, when you trust in the journey and believe in yourself, that's when the real magic happens. So I want you to take a moment right now and recommit to your dreams, recommit to your vision for your life and to the person you know you can become. And then I want you to take one small step towards that vision today. Just one small action that moves you closer to your goals and aspirations. And tomorrow I want you to take another step. And the day after that, another. And before you know it, you'll be building momentum. You'll be creating a life that feels authentic and aligned with who you truly are. But here's the thing, this journey is not about perfection. It's not about getting it right every single time. It's about progress. It's about growth. It's about learning and evolving and becoming the best version of yourself. So be kind to yourself along the way. Be patient with the process. And trust that every step, every stumble, and every setback is a part of your unique journey and your unique story. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about creating a life that feels authentic and aligned with who you truly are. It's about discovering your purpose and your passion and having the courage to pursue it with all your heart. And when you can do that, when you can trust in the journey and believe in yourself, that's when the real magic happens. That's when you start to live a life that feels full and fulfilling, a life that inspires others and leaves a legacy of love and light. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Keep pushing forward, keep believing in yourself, and keep trusting in the journey, because what you seek is already yours. It's just waiting for you to claim it. And as you do, as you start to align yourself with your deepest desires and truest purpose, you'll start to notice something amazing happening. You'll start to feel a sense of joy and fulfillment that you never knew was possible. You'll start to attract abundance and prosperity in all areas of your life. And you'll start to make a real difference in the world simply by being who you truly are. So take that first step today, trust in the journey, and believe in yourself and your ability to create the life of your dreams. Because you are worth it. You are deserving of it. And it's already yours for the taking. Keep pushing forward, keep believing, and keep shining your light. The world needs you and your dreams are waiting for you to claim them. So go out there and make it happen. I believe in you, and I know that you have everything you need to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Just remember, it's not about trying harder. It's about aligning yourself with your truth, trusting in the process, and believing in yourself every step of the way. Because when you do that, when you let go of the struggle and start flowing with the current of your own unique path, that's when the real magic happens. So take a deep breath, trust in the journey, and know that everything you seek is already yours. It's time to claim it, to step into your power, and to create a life that feels authentic, aligned, and truly amazing. You've got this. I believe in you. And I can't wait to see all the incredible things you'll create and achieve. So go out there and make it happen. The world is waiting for you. Let's dive a little deeper into this idea of alignment and trusting the journey. Because the truth is, it's not always easy. There will be times when you feel lost, when you feel like you're taking one step forward and two steps back. There will be times when you question everything, when you wonder if you're on the right path or if you're just fooling yourself. But here's the thing, those moments of doubt, those moments of uncertainty, they're a natural part of the process. They're a sign that you're growing, that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone and into the unknown. And it's in those moments that you have the opportunity to truly transform, to shed the old patterns and beliefs that have been holding you back and step into a new version of yourself. So when those moments come, when you feel like giving up or turning back, I want you to remember this: you are exactly where you need to be. Every challenge, every obstacle, every setback is a part of your unique journey and your unique story. And it's through those challenges that you develop the strength, the resilience, and the wisdom you need to create the life of your dreams. But it's not just about embracing the challenges. It's also about celebrating the victories, no matter how small they may seem. It's about acknowledging your progress, your growth, and your accomplishments. Because the truth is, every step forward is a win. Every moment of alignment, every glimpse of your true purpose is a cause for celebration. And as you start to celebrate those victories, as you start to focus on the good and the positive, you'll start to notice something amazing happening. You'll start to attract more of those moments, more of those experiences into your life. You'll start to see the world through a lens of abundance and possibility rather than scarcity and limitation. But here's the thing, this isn't about denying the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about finding the silver lining, the lesson, and the opportunity in every situation. It's about choosing to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. And it's about believing that everything is happening for your highest good, even when it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Because the truth is, the universe has a plan for you. It has a purpose and a destiny that is uniquely yours. And every step of your journey, every twist and turn is leading you closer to that purpose. But you have to be willing to trust in the process. You have to be willing to let go of your attachment to the outcome and focus on the present moment, on the step that's right in front of you. And as you do that, as you start to align yourself with the flow of the universe, you'll start to notice something incredible happening. You'll start to feel a sense of ease and grace in your life, like everything is falling into place exactly as it should. You'll start to attract the people, the opportunities, and the resources you need to make your dreams a reality. And you'll start to feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment that goes beyond anything you've ever experienced before. But here's the thing, this isn't a one-time event. It's not something that happens overnight or without effort. It's a daily practice, a constant choice to align yourself with your truth and trust in the journey. And some days that choice will be easier than others. Some days you'll feel like you're on top of the world, like everything is flowing and aligning perfectly. And other days you'll feel like you're stuck in the mud, like nothing is going right and you're not making any progress at all. But here's the secret, it's all a part of the journey. It's all a part of the process of becoming who you truly are and creating the life you truly desire. And every step, every stumble, every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to evolve. So don't get discouraged by the challenges. Don't let the setbacks and the obstacles dim your light or dull your passion. Keep pushing forward, keep believing in yourself, and keep trusting in the journey. Because your dreams are worth fighting for, your purpose is worth pursuing, and your life is worth living to the fullest. And as you do that, as you start to align yourself with your truth and trust in the process, you'll start to notice something amazing happening. You'll start to inspire others to be a light in the world and a beacon of hope for those who are struggling. You'll start to make a real difference simply by being who you truly are and shining your unique light. Because here's the thing, the world needs you. It needs your gifts, your talents, and your unique perspective. It needs your passion, your creativity, and your love. And when you start to share those things with the world, when you start to live your purpose and follow your dreams, you become a force for good in the universe. You become a catalyst for change, a spark that ignites the hearts and minds of others. And as you do that, as you start to inspire and uplift those around you, you'll start to see the ripple effect of your actions. You'll start to see how your choices, your words, and your energy are creating a positive impact on the world around you. But here's the thing, it's not about perfection. It's not about getting it right every single time or never making a mistake. It's about progress. It's about growth. It's about learning and evolving and becoming the best version of yourself one day at a time. So be kind to yourself along the way. Be patient with the process. And trust that every step, every stumble, and every setback is a part of your unique journey and your unique story. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about creating a life that feels authentic and aligned with who you truly are. It's about discovering your purpose and your passion and having the courage to pursue it with all your heart. And when you can do that, when you can trust in the journey and believe in yourself, that's when the real magic happens. That's when you start to live a life that feels full and fulfilling, a life that inspires others and leaves a legacy of love and light. So keep pushing forward, my friend. Keep believing in yourself and your dreams, and know that everything you seek is already within you, waiting to be expressed and manifested in the world. You have the power to create a life beyond your wildest dreams, a life that feels authentic, aligned, and truly amazing. And as you do that, as you start to step into your power and align yourself with your truth, remember this: you are not alone. You are supported by a universe that loves you, that believes in you, and that is conspiring in your favor at every turn. You are a part of a greater whole, a cosmic dance of energy and light that is always moving towards growth, expansion, and love. So trust in that support. Lean into that love. And know that every step of your journey is guided by a higher power, a divine intelligence that is always working for your highest good. And as you start to align yourself with that intelligence, as you start to trust in the flow and the synchronicity of life, you'll start to experience miracles beyond your wildest dreams. You'll start to see doors opening where there were once only walls. You'll start to attract the people, the opportunities, and the resources you need to make your dreams a reality. And you'll start to feel a sense of purpose and destiny that goes beyond anything you've ever known before. But here's the thing, this isn't about waiting for those miracles to happen. It's not about sitting back and hoping that the universe will deliver your dreams on a silver platter. It's about taking inspired action, about being proactive and intentional with your energy and your efforts. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when it's hard or uncomfortable. And it's about believing in yourself and your dreams, even when the world tells you it's impossible. Because the truth is, nothing great ever comes easy. Nothing worth having ever comes without effort and perseverance. But when you align that effort with your deepest desires and truest purpose, when you trust in the journey and believe in yourself, that's when the real magic happens. So take that first step today. Trust in the journey. And believe in yourself and your ability to create the life of your dreams, because you are worth it. You are deserving of it. And it's already yours for the taking. Keep pushing forward, keep believing, and keep shining your light. The world needs you, and your dreams are waiting for you to claim them. So go out there and make it happen. I believe in you, and I know that you have everything you need to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Just remember, it's not about trying harder. It's about aligning yourself with your truth, trusting in the process, and believing in yourself every step of the way. Because when you do that, when you let go of the struggle and start flowing with the current of your own unique path, that's when the real magic happens. So take a deep breath, trust in the journey, and know that everything you seek is already yours. It's time to claim it, to step into your power, and to create a life that feels authentic, aligned, and truly amazing. You've got this. I believe in you. And I can't wait to see all the incredible things you'll create and achieve. So go out there and make it happen. The world is waiting for you. And as you do, remember this, your journey is not a straight line. It's not a destination that you reach and then you're done. It's a winding path, a sacred dance that unfolds one step at a time. And every step, every twist and turn is a part of the adventure. So embrace the journey. Embrace the ups and downs, the challenges and the triumphs. Embrace the moments of uncertainty and the moments of clarity, because it's all a part of the process of becoming who you truly are and creating the life you truly desire. And as you do that, as you start to align yourself with the flow of the universe and trust in the journey, you'll start to notice something incredible happening. You'll start to feel a sense of peace and contentment that goes beyond anything you've ever known before. You'll start to see the beauty and the magic in every moment, even the ones that feel hard or challenging. Because here's the thing, life is not about avoiding the hard things. It's not about escaping the pain or the discomfort. It's about learning to dance with it, to find the beauty and the growth in every experience. It's about becoming more fully alive, more fully expressed, and more fully yourself. And as you do that, as you start to embrace the fullness of who you are and the fullness of the journey, you'll start to notice something amazing happening. You'll start to radiate a light and a love that touches everyone around you. You'll start to be a beacon of hope and inspiration for others who are struggling, who are searching for their own path and their own purpose. Because the truth is, we are all connected. We are all part of the same web of life, the same cosmic dance of energy and light. And when one of us steps into our power and starts to shine our light, it creates a ripple effect that touches everyone and everything around us. So keep shining, my friend. Keep radiating that love and that light. Keep being a force for good in the world simply by being who you truly are and living your purpose with passion and integrity. Because the world needs you. It needs your unique gifts, your unique perspective, and your unique light. And when you start to share those things with the world, when you start to live your dreams and follow your heart, you become a part of something greater than yourself. You become a part of the solution, a part of the healing, and a part of the love that is transforming the world one heart at a time. And that, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give to yourself, to others, and to the world. So keep pushing forward. Keep believing in yourself and your dreams, and know that every step of the journey is leading you closer to the life you truly desire and the person you truly are. Trust in the process, trust in the journey, and trust in yourself now and always, because you are a powerful creator, a force of nature, and a beacon of light in the world. And your dreams are waiting for you to claim them one beautiful step at a time. How many of you have a dream? A vision for your life that ignites a fire in your soul. Something that when you close your eyes, you can see it, feel it, almost taste it. That's where it starts, my friends, with a dream. But a dream alone isn't enough. It's just the seed. For that seed to grow, to push through the dirt and reach towards the sun, it requires something more. It demands consistency. You see, anyone can have a dream. Anyone can want something better for their lives. But not everyone is willing to put in the consistent effort to make it reality. And that's what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. Consistency is the key that unlocks the door to success. Think about it. When you first start pursuing a goal, you're filled with excitement and motivation. You're ready to conquer the world. But then, inevitably, you hit a wall. You face a setback, a challenge, a moment of doubt. And that's where most people give up. They let one setback derail their entire journey, but not you, because you understand that success demands consistency. Consistency means showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It means putting in the work, even when the results aren't immediate. It means staying committed to your vision, even when everyone else tells you it's impossible. Consistency is what allows you to push past the hard times and keep moving forward. I'll give you an example from my own life. Years ago, I had a dream of being a successful entrepreneur. I wanted to build a business that made a real difference in people's lives, but I had no idea where to start. I had no experience, no connections, no resources, but what I did have was consistency. Every single day I woke up and took action towards my goal. I read books, I attended seminars, I sought out mentors, I worked on my business in every spare moment I had. And at first the progress was slow. There were times when I doubted myself, when I wondered if I had what it took. But I kept going. I stayed consistent. And slowly but surely my efforts began to pay off. My business started to grow. I started attracting clients, making sales, building a team. And as I continued to stay consistent, the momentum kept building. My business kept growing, reaching new heights I never could have imagined when I first started. But here's the thing. The success I achieved wasn't because of some grand, sweeping action I took. It was because of the small, consistent actions I took every single day. It was the culmination of all those little choices to keep moving forward, even when it was hard, even when I didn't see results right away. And that's what I want you to understand. Success is not some distant, far-off destination. It's a journey, a process, a daily commitment to consistency. It's showing up day after day and doing the work. It's staying focused on your vision, even in the face of adversity. It's trusting that your consistent efforts will eventually lead you to your goal. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't have time for consistency? What if I'm already stretched thin, juggling work and family and a million other responsibilities? And believe me, I understand that feeling. We all have demands on our time and energy. But here's the truth. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, the same 168 hours in a week. How we choose to spend that time is up to us. And if you want to achieve success, you have to be intentional about carving out time for consistency. You have to prioritize your goals and make them a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Maybe that means waking up an hour earlier each morning to work on your business, or using your lunch break to read a book or take an online course, or saying no to social invitations so you can spend your evenings focused on your vision. Whatever it takes, you have to make consistency a priority, because success demands it. But here's the beauty of consistency. When you commit to it, when you make it a habit, it starts to feel effortless. It becomes a part of who you are, woven into the fabric of your life. And that's when the magic happens. That's when you start to see exponential growth and progress. It's like compound interest. When you consistently invest small amounts over time, it adds up to something truly remarkable. The same is true for your goals and dreams. When you consistently invest time and effort into them, day after day, year after year, you create unstoppable momentum. You become a force to be reckoned with. But consistency isn't just about the actions you take. It's also about the mindset you cultivate. Success demands a consistent belief in yourself and your abilities. It demands a consistent focus on your vision, even when the world around you is filled with distractions and naysayers. You have to consistently choose faith over fear, optimism over doubt, action over procrastination. You have to consistently remind yourself of your why, of the reason you're pursuing your dreams in the first place. Because when you have a strong enough why, you can endure any how. And that's what I want to leave you with today. A challenge to cultivate consistency in every area of your life. To show up day after day and do the work. To stay focused on your vision, no matter what obstacles come your way. To believe in yourself and your abilities, even when no one else does. Because when you commit to consistency, when you make it a non-negotiable part of who you are, you become unstoppable. You become the kind of person who doesn't just dream about success, but who achieves it. You become the kind of person who leaves a legacy, who makes a real difference in the world. So starting today, I want you to take action. I want you to identify one area of your life where you can cultivate more consistency. Maybe it's in your health and fitness, committing to exercise and healthy eating every single day. Maybe it's in your relationships, consistently making time for the people you love and showing up as your best self. Or maybe it's in your career or business, consistently putting in the work to grow and achieve your goals. Whatever it is, I want you to make a plan. Break it down into small, manageable steps that you can take every single day. And then I want you to commit to it. I want you to decide right here and now that you will be consistent no matter what. That you will show up day after day and do the work. That you will stay focused on your vision even when the going gets tough. Because that's what success demands. It demands consistency. It demands a relentless dedication to your goals and dreams. It demands a willingness to push past challenges and setbacks and keep moving forward. And when you commit to that, when you embody consistency in every area of your life, you become a force of nature, you become unstoppable. So go out there and be consistent. Show up day after day and do the work. Stay focused on your vision and trust that your efforts will pay off. Believe in yourself and your abilities, and know that you have what it takes to achieve anything you set your mind to. Because success is not just a one-time event. It's not some finish line that you cross and then you're done. Success is a journey, a lifelong pursuit of growth and achievement. And the only way to stay on that journey is through consistency, through showing up day after day and doing the work. So let consistency be your guiding light. Let it be the compass that keeps you on track, the fuel that propels you forward. Embrace it, embody it, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never could have imagined. Because when you commit to consistency, when you make it a non-negotiable part of who you are, you tap into a power that few ever dare to access. You become the master of your own destiny, the architect of your own success. And that, my friends, is a truly remarkable thing. So go out there and be remarkable. Be consistent. Show up day after day and do the work. Stay focused on your vision and trust in the power of your own potential. Because success demands consistency. And when you give it what it demands, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Now, I'm not suggesting there's a pill you can take or a button you can press for instant success and achievement. That doesn't exist. Success takes work, it takes dedication, and most of all, it takes consistency. You've got to be willing to show up every day, to put in the time and energy, even when you don't feel like it, even when it seems like you're not making progress. That's the thing about consistency. It's not flashy. It's not always exciting or glamorous. In fact, most of the time, it's quite the opposite. Consistency is quiet. It's unassuming. It's the daily habits and rituals you cultivate that may seem insignificant in the moment, but compound over time to create extraordinary results. Think about someone who is physically fit and healthy. They didn't get that way from one intense workout. No, their strength and vitality is the result of consistently eating well and exercising day in and day out for months and years. It's the accumulation of all those seemingly small choices that has transformed their health and their life. The same principle applies to every area of your relationships, your finances, your career, your personal growth. Consistency is the unsung hero that quietly works behind the scenes, gradually shaping your life and your destiny. But here's where most people get tripped up. They expect immediate results. They think they can try something for a week or a month, and if they don't see massive progress, they get discouraged and give up. But that's not how consistency works. Consistency requires patience. It requires trust in the process. It requires faith that even though you can't always see the growth happening, it is happening slowly but surely under the surface. It's like bamboo. When you plant a bamboo seed, you won't see any growth for the first 5 years. 5 years of watering and nurturing the soil with no visible signs of life. But underground, the roots are spreading and strengthening. And then suddenly, in the 5th year, the bamboo shoots up by as much as 3 feet in just 24 hours. It grows 90 feet tall in only 6 weeks. But that explosive growth is only possible because of the years of unseen consistency that preceded it. Your life, your dreams, your goals are like that bamboo. You have to be willing to show up consistently, to put in the work consistently, even when you can't see the results yet. You have to trust that your roots are growing, that your foundation is being laid. And then, when the time is right, your breakthrough will come. Your growth will be explosive and unstoppable. But consistency doesn't just require patience. It also requires discipline. It requires the discipline to show up, even on the days you don't feel motivated. The discipline to stick to your commitments, even when you'd rather quit. The discipline to say no to distractions and temptations that would pull you off course. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And consistency is how you exercise that muscle. Every time you choose to show up, to put in the work, to stay focused on your vision, you're strengthening your discipline muscle. You're proving to yourself that you have what it takes to follow through, to keep your word to yourself. And as your discipline muscle grows, consistency becomes easier. It becomes a habit, a non-negotiable part of your routine. You no longer have to fight with yourself to show up, because showing up is just what you do. It's who you are. But consistency also requires something else. It requires belief. Belief in yourself, in your dreams, in your ability to make them a reality. Because when you believe, truly believe in what you're doing and why you're doing it, consistency becomes non-optional. It becomes a necessity, a burning desire that fuels you forward. When you have that kind of belief, obstacles become opportunities. Setbacks become lessons. Challenges become chances to grow and evolve. You don't get thrown off course by the inevitable bumps in the road because your belief keeps you anchored to your vision. And here's the incredible thing, your belief grows with your consistency. The more you show up, the more evidence you gather of your own capability and resilience. Every small victory, every goal achieved, every milestone reached is proof of your power to shape your life. And as that proof accumulates, your belief soars. You become unstoppable. So cultivate that belief. Nurture it with affirmations, with visualizations, with the company you keep, and the thoughts you think. Surround yourself with people and influences that fan the flames of your belief, that remind you of your infinite potential. And then let that belief drive your consistency. Let it be the engine that powers you forward, the light that guides you through the dark and difficult times. Because when you have an unshakable belief in yourself and your dreams, there's no room for giving up. There's only room for showing up day after day after day and doing the work. Consistency may not be glamorous, it may not be exciting or dramatic, but it is the key to success in any and every area of life. It is the quiet force that shapes destinies, that turns dreams into realities. It is accessible to every single one of us, no matter our background or circumstances. So embrace consistency. Make it your ally, your guiding principle, your way of life. Trust in its power to transform you slowly but surely into the person you know you can be, the person the world needs you to be. And as you do, remember this: success is not a destination. It's a journey, a lifelong practice of showing up, of putting in the work, of staying true to your vision. Success is waking up every day and recommitting to consistency, to growth, to the pursuit of your highest potential. It's not always easy. There will be days when you stumble, when you fall short, when you want to throw in the towel. But those are the days when your consistency matters most. Those are the days when you dig deep, when you rally your resources, when you lean on your belief and your discipline and your why. And as you do, as you continue to show up, day after day, something incredible happens. You start to build momentum. You start to gain traction. The universe starts to conspire in your favor, opening doors and presenting opportunities you never could have imagined. That's the magic of consistency. It's the compounding effect of all those small daily actions and choices, accumulating over time to create a tidal wave of positive change. It's the power of steady, sustained effort, applied relentlessly in the direction of your dreams. And the best part? Consistency is a choice. It's a decision you get to make every single day to show up as your best self, to honor your commitments, to take action toward your goals. It's a muscle you can strengthen, a habit you can cultivate, a principle you can embody. So choose consistency. Choose to be the person who follows through, who keeps their word, who does what they say they're going to do. Choose to be the person who is unshakable in their pursuit of their dreams, who is willing to put in the work day in and day out for as long as it takes. Because that is who you are. That is what you're made of. You have within you the power to shape your life, to create your reality, to achieve anything you set your mind to. And consistency is the key that unlocks that power. So go out there and be consistent. Show up every single day and give it everything you've got. Believe in yourself, in your dreams, in your ability to make them a reality. And trust that with each step you take, with each choice you make to be consistent, you are building the life you were born to live. Success demands consistency. And you, my friend, have what it takes to be consistent. You have what it takes to be successful. You have what it takes to turn your wildest dreams into your living, breathing reality. So let's make it happen. Let's commit, right here and now, to being consistent, to showing up, to doing the work. Let's lock arms and march forward together, one day at a time, one choice at a time, one small victory at a time. Because together we are unstoppable. Together we are a force for positive change, for growth, for transformation. Together we can achieve anything we set our minds to. So let's get out there and be consistent. Let's show the world what we're made of. Let's leave a legacy of excellence, of impact, of lives changed and dreams fulfilled. This is just the beginning, my friends. The best is yet to come. And with consistency as our guide, there's no limit to how high we can soar, how bright we can shine, how much we can achieve. Success demands consistency, and we are ready to answer that call. Let's do this. The journey of consistency is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's a commitment to showing up day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. It's a decision to keep going, even when the going gets tough, even when you can't see the finish line. And here's the thing, the finish line is always moving, because growth and success are not static destinations, they are ever-evolving processes. As soon as you reach one goal, there's another one waiting on the horizon. As soon as you master one skill, there's another one to develop. But that's the beauty of consistency. It allows you to fall in love with the process, with the daily practice of showing up and putting in the work. It allows you to find joy and fulfillment in the journey itself, not just the destination. And as you embrace that process, as you commit to consistency, something incredible starts to happen. You start to develop resilience. You start to cultivate grit. You start to build the mental and emotional muscles that allow you to weather any storm, to overcome any obstacle, to keep going no matter what. Because life will throw curveballs. There will be unexpected challenges, unforeseen setbacks, moments that test your resolve and your commitment. But with consistency as your foundation, you have the strength and the stability to stay standing, to keep moving forward. Consistency is like the roots of a tree. The deeper and stronger those roots grow, the more unshakable the tree becomes. It can withstand the fiercest winds, the harshest storms, the most extreme conditions. Because its roots are firmly planted, its foundation is solid and secure. Your consistency is your root system. It's what anchors you, what grounds you, what gives you the strength and the stability to reach for the sky. And the more you nurture those roots, the more you tend to your consistency, the more unshakable you become. So how do you cultivate that kind of deep, unwavering consistency? It starts with your mindset. It starts with a fundamental belief that your dreams are worth fighting for, that your goals are worth pursuing, that your potential is worth unleashing. It starts with a decision to show up no matter what. To be the kind of person who honors their commitments, who keeps their word, who does what they say they're going to do. It starts with a willingness to be uncomfortable, to push past your limits, to stretch beyond your current capacities. Because growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you want to evolve, if you want to transform, if you want to reach new heights, you have to be willing to step outside your comfort zone. You have to be willing to embrace the discomfort, to lean into the challenge, to do the things that scare you. And consistency is what allows you to do that. Consistency is what gives you the courage and the confidence to take those leaps, to make those bold moves, to go after your dreams with everything you've got. Because when you're consistent, when you show up day after day, you start to prove to yourself that you can do hard things. You start to build a track record of success, of overcoming obstacles, of achieving goals. And that track record becomes the fuel that propels you forward, that gives you the momentum and the motivation to keep going. But consistency isn't just about the big, bold moves. It's also about the small, seemingly insignificant choices you make every day. It's about the habits and the routines and the rituals that shape your life, that define who you are and what you stand for. It's about the food you put in your body, the thoughts you allow in your mind, the people you surround yourself with. It's about the books you read, the skills you develop, the actions you take. It's about the way you show up in your relationships, in your work, in your community. All of those small, daily choices add up. They compound over time to create the life you live, the person you become, the impact you have on the world. And consistency is the thread that weaves them all together, that creates a tapestry of excellence and success. So pay attention to those small choices. Be intentional about the habits you cultivate, the routines you establish, the rituals you practice. Because those are the building blocks of consistency, the foundation upon which your dreams are built. And as you focus on those small daily choices, remember to celebrate your progress along the way. Remember to acknowledge your wins, to give yourself credit for the hard work you're putting in, to appreciate how far you've come. Because consistency is not about perfection. It's not about never making mistakes or never encountering setbacks. It's about the willingness to keep going, to keep learning, to keep growing, no matter what. It's about the resilience to bounce back from failure, the humility to learn from feedback, the adaptability to pivot when necessary. It's about the courage to admit when you're wrong, the vulnerability to ask for help, the openness to try new things. Consistency is a practice, a discipline, a way of being. It's not something you achieve once and then coast on for the rest of your life. It's something you recommit to day after day, moment after moment. And as you do, as you make consistency your non-negotiable standard, you start to tap into a power that is truly limitless. You start to access a potential that is beyond what you ever imagined possible. You start to create a life that is rich and fulfilling and deeply meaningful. Because when you're consistent, when you show up with your whole heart and your full effort, you start to make a difference. You start to leave a mark, to create a legacy, to change lives for the better. Whether it's in your personal relationships, your professional endeavors, your creative pursuits, or your contributions to the world, consistency allows you to make an impact that ripples out far beyond yourself. It allows you to be a force for good, a catalyst for positive change, a light in the darkness. And that, my friends, is what life is all about. That is what success truly means. Not just the accolades or the achievements or the external markers of validation, but the deep sense of purpose and meaning and fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your values, from showing up as your best self, from making a difference in the lives of others. Consistency is the key that unlocks that kind of success. It's the pathway to a life that is rich and rewarding and deeply satisfying. It's the foundation upon which you build a legacy that endures long after you're gone. So let consistency be your guiding light. Let it be the compass that keeps you true to your North Star, the anchor that keeps you grounded in your values and your vision. Let it be the fuel that powers you forward, the fire that ignites your passion and your purpose. And as you do, as you commit to consistency with every fiber of your being, know that you are not alone. Know that you are part of a community of dreamers and doers and world changers who are all walking this path together, who are all striving to make a difference and leave their mark. Lean on that community. Draw strength from their support, their encouragement, their wisdom. Celebrate their successes and learn from their failures. Be a source of inspiration and motivation for others, even as you draw inspiration and motivation from them. Because together we are stronger. Together we can achieve things that none of us could achieve on our own. Together we can create a world that is more compassionate, more beautiful than we ever thought possible. And it all starts with consistency. It all starts with the decision to show up day after day and give it everything you've got. It all starts with the commitment to be your best self, to honor your highest potential, to make a difference in whatever way you can. So let that be your call to action. Let that be your rallying cry. Let that be the fire that burns within you, the purpose that drives you forward, the legacy you leave behind. Success demands consistency. And you, my friend, have everything you need to be consistent. You have the strength, the courage, the resilience, the heart. You have the power to shape your life, to create your reality, to make your dreams come true. So go out there and do it. Go out there and be consistent. Go out there and show the world what you're made of. Go out there and Go out there and make a difference. One day at a time, one choice at a time, one person at a time. The journey ahead may not be easy. There will be challenges and obstacles and moments of doubt. But with consistency as your guide, with your purpose as your fuel, with your community by your side, there is nothing you cannot overcome, nothing you cannot achieve, nothing you cannot become. So let's recommit right here and now to being our best selves, to showing up with consistency and courage and heart. Let's recommit to making a difference, to leaving a legacy, to being the change we wish to see in the world. Because that is what success demands. That is what the world needs. That is what we were put on this earth to do. And together we will do it. Together we will rise to the challenge. Together we will create a future that is brighter, bolder, and more beautiful than anything we have ever known. So let's get out there and make it happen. Let's get out there and be consistent. Let's get out there and change the world one day at a time, one dream at a time, one life at a time. This is our moment. This is our time. This is our call to greatness. Let's answer it with every fiber of our being. Let's give it everything we've got. Let's show the world what true success looks like. Because success demands consistency, and we are ready to deliver. We are ready to rise. We are ready to shine. Let's do this, my friends. Let's be consistent. Let's be unstoppable. Let's change the world. The best is yet to come. And it all starts now with the choice to be consistent, to show up, to give it our all. So let's make that choice today and every day. Let's be the change we wish to see. Let's create the life we were born to live. Success demands consistency, and we are ready to answer the call. Let's go out there and make it happen. Let's go out there and be consistent. The world is waiting. Our dreams are calling. It's time to answer. It's time to be consistent. It's time to succeed. I want to talk to you today about what it really takes to achieve success in life. So many people dream of being successful, of accomplishing great things and living an extraordinary life. But how many are truly willing to do what it takes? How many are willing to make the sacrifices that success demands? You see, success is not handed to anyone on a silver platter. It is not something that falls into your lap by chance or luck. True success, the kind of success that is lasting and meaningful, that kind of success requires real sacrifice. The path to success is paved with things you must be willing to give up. You will have to sacrifice sleep when you're burning the midnight oil working on your vision. You will have to sacrifice leisure time as you pour your hours into gaining knowledge, skills, and experience. You will have to sacrifice immediate gratification as you save and invest in your future. Sacrifice is really about priorities. It's about deciding what matters most to you and being willing to give up the things that matter less. It's about living not just for today, but for the person you intend to become and the legacy you plan to leave. So let me ask you, what are your priorities? What matters most to you? Is it partying every weekend, or is it building your business? Is it watching hours of television, or is it developing yourself through reading and learning? Is it spending money on the latest gadgets and trends, or is it saving and investing so you can one day be financially free? You see, success requires choosing the harder right over the easier wrong. It requires discipline. It requires delayed gratification. It requires getting comfortable being uncomfortable. If you want an extraordinary life, You must be willing to give up many aspects of what the world considers a normal life. Now, this doesn't mean you can never enjoy yourself or relax, but it does mean that you are very intentional about how you spend your time and resources. You understand the value of $1 in an hour. You appreciate that time, energy, and money are finite and precious commodities not to be frivolously wasted but wisely invested. The masses spend their evenings and weekends being entertained. The successful invest that time into their education, their skills, their character, their relationships, and their goals. They work when others are playing. They study when others are sleeping. They save when others are indebting themselves. They persist where others quit. You have to get really good at saying no. Saying no to distractions, saying no to temptations, saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to great ones. The magic word for success really is no. It's having the courage to be different, to go against the grain, to walk your own path while the crowd takes the path of least resistance. I'll let you in on a powerful secret. Every choice you make has an opportunity cost. Every time you say yes to something, you are simultaneously saying no to many other things. The true cost of anything is what you give up to get it. So always ask yourself, is what I'm saying yes to worth what I'm saying no to? Time is the most valuable asset you have. It is non-renewable. It cannot be saved up. It can only be invested in the present moment. How are you investing yours? Are you investing the majority of your time into entertainment and escapism or into your education and dreams? When you invest in yourself, the returns are extraordinary. But make no mistake, it will cost you in the short term. While your friends are out having a good time, you may have to sacrifice a few nights out to work on your craft or study your field. While your peers are buying new clothes and cars, you may have to sacrifice some luxuries to invest in your business or education. Many people want the trappings and results of success without the sacrifices required to get there. They want the good life without giving up the mediocre life. They want more money without putting in more time and value. They want the promotion without developing the skills and character it calls for. They want the reward without the risk, the triumph without the trials. But as the saying goes, anything worth having is worth fighting for. Greatness and comfort rarely coexist. Growth and change happen outside your comfort zone. Extraordinary results require extraordinary efforts. You must be willing to do what others won't today so you can live how others can't tomorrow. I know the sacrifices that success demands may seem daunting. You may have to give up a lot of good things to achieve a few great things, but always remember, you're not really sacrificing, you're investing. You're investing in yourself, your skills, your character, your relationships, and your future. The time you invest in honing your craft and perfecting your work now will pay off in excellence and mastery down the road. The money you invest in your education and personal development will yield exponential returns in knowledge, abilities, and opportunities. The sweat equity you put into building your business, working late nights and weekends, will one day bear the fruits of financial freedom and a legacy that outlives you. You see, true sacrifice is not a loss, it's a trade-up. You are trading temporary pleasure for lasting fulfillment. You are trading momentary discomfort for long-term success. You are trading instant gratification for incredible satisfaction. You are trading what you want now for what you want most. And here's the amazing thing, you get to choose what you sacrifice for. This puts you in the driver's seat of your destiny. Instead of being a prisoner of your impulses, you become the master of your fate by sacrificing for what matters most to you. If being healthy and energetic matters to you, then you will gladly sacrifice junk food no matter how appealing it looks. If building a thriving business matters to you, then you'll happily sacrifice hours of television to work on your entrepreneurial vision. If becoming wise and knowledgeable matters to you, then you will joyfully sacrifice late nights out to read, study, and attend seminars. The most successful people don't see sacrifice as a burden or deprivation. They see it as an investment in what they value. Their eyes are on the prize of their goals, dreams, and vision. And they know that the fulfillment of achieving them will make any sacrifice seem small in comparison. They also understand one of the greatest paradoxes of life, that some of the best things in life come by giving up things that seem good for things that are even better. They grasp that you often have to say no to the good to make space for the great. And they live by the philosophy that the wisest sacrifices lead to the worthiest successes. So what is worthy of your sacrifice? What vision sets your soul on fire? What dreams get you up early and keep you up late? What goals put an undeniable spring in your step and zest in your voice when you talk about them? Those are the things deserving of your greatest sacrifices. When you find that compelling cause, that driving purpose, something magical happens. The sacrifices no longer feel like sacrifices, they become a labor of love. When you are chasing a mighty mission, the late nights and long hours don't seem so bad. When you are in pursuit of an electrifying passion, passing on the mediocre to make space for the magnificent becomes second nature. The biggest sacrifice is not going for your dreams. The greatest loss is a life half-lived, potential unrealized, unique gifts unused. You weren't put on this earth to play it safe, to settle for less than you can be. You are here to grow, to give, to create value in your own extraordinary way. Sacrificing for success is really about sacrificing a small life for a bigger life. It's giving up what is comfortable for what is challenging. It's investing your now so you can have an even better later. It's letting go of who you are today to become who you want to be tomorrow. And you know what's incredible? Your sacrifices won't just change your life, they'll inspire others. When people see your dedication, commitment, and consistent results, it will motivate them to raise their own standards. They'll wonder if they can do it. Why can't I? Your example of sacrificing for success will give them permission to pursue their own heroic goals. So make the decision today to start sacrificing for the life, relationships, and work that you truly want. Resolve to give up the good for the great. Commit to investing your time, energy, and focus not into what is easy and automatic, but into what your highest self and grandest vision calls for. Start small and stack your successes. Maybe your first sacrifice is giving up 30 minutes of social media time to read a book. Maybe your next one is investing part of your paycheck into a course or conference to advance your career. Gradually keep challenging yourself to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term growth and gain. As you do, you'll build an unstoppable momentum. Each sacrifice will strengthen your character and clarify your priorities. Each investment in yourself and your vision will compound into greater knowledge, capabilities, and results. Before you know it, you'll be astonished at how far you've come and how much you've grown. And one day you'll look back at all you gave up and you'll realize it pales in comparison to all you gained. You'll see that every sacrifice was worth it. You'll grasp that you didn't give up your life, you gave up a small life for an extraordinary one. You'll understand that your sacrifices didn't cost you, they paid you. So go on then. Sacrifice the good on the altar of the great. Give up the mediocre many pursue so you can achieve the greatness few attain. Let go of the life others expect you to live to design the life you are called and compelled to live. Because in the end, you won't remember the TV shows you missed, the parties you passed on, or the shiny objects you didn't buy. What you will remember is who you became. You'll remember the character you built, the dreams you pursued, the lives you touched, and the legacy you left. That is the true reward of a life of purpose-driven sacrifice. So dream bigger than you ever have before. Set monumental goals that motivate you to push beyond your limits. Visualize the person you are destined to become and start sacrificing today for that heroic future self. For when you sacrifice for success, success makes all your sacrifices worthwhile. Now go forth and invest your focus, abilities, and energy not into what is expedient, but into what is excellent. Give up the great majority pursue so you can attain the greatness a select few achieve. Sacrifice a life of ease for a life of impact, growth, and unending reward. In this, you will discover life's biggest truth, that your greatest gifts lie in your greatest sacrifices, that you become your best self not despite what you give up, but because of it. And that true success, a life of legacy, fulfillment, and enduring reward is always worth sacrificing for. I understand the path of sacrifice for success is not an easy one. It's a road filled with obstacles, setbacks, and challenges that will test your commitment at every turn. But I'm here to tell you that if you stay the course, if you keep making those tough choices and investments day after day, you will build a momentum that becomes unstoppable. You see, success is not an event, it's a habit. It's the accumulation of countless small sacrifices and daily disciplines compounded over time. It's choosing the salad over the burger consistently. It's hitting the books when Netflix beckons repeatedly. It's putting part of your paycheck into savings and investments month after month. It's the unsexy, often unnoticed choices that, when stacked upon each other over years, lead to stunning results. The power of sacrifice lies in its ripple effect. Each sacrifice you make not only moves you closer to your goals, it also strengthens your character muscles. It builds your self-discipline, your resilience, your ability to delay gratification. And as you grow in character, you grow in your capacity to handle greater challenges and manifest bigger dreams. When you make sacrifices for your vision, two things happen: your vision gains momentum and you gain growth. With each investment of time, energy, or resources, you breathe more life and possibility into your dreams. And with each stretching of your comfort zone, you expand your beliefs about what you're capable of. Sacrifice enlarges both your vision and your self-concept. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. There will be times when the sacrifices feel heavy, when you question if they're worth it. There will be moments of doubt, resistance, and the temptation to retreat to comfort. But in those times, I invite you to connect to your why. Reconnect to the reasons behind your sacrifices, the vision that sets you ablaze, the mission that moves you, the legacy you long to leave. When your why is big enough, you will be willing to make the hows happen. When your dream is compelling enough, you will find the discipline to keep taking the necessary actions. When your purpose is greater than your challenges, you will persist until you prevail. And here's a secret most people miss: sacrifice gets easier with practice. Like a muscle that gets stronger with each workout, your sacrifice muscle grows with each bold choice. What feels daunting at first gradually becomes second nature. What requires willpower at the start eventually becomes who you are. The more you choose the harder right over the easier wrong, the more you reclaim the power of choice in your life. You start to realize that sacrifice is not about deprivation, it's about intention. It's not about lack, it's about purpose. It's less about what you're giving up and more about what you're gaining in personal growth, progress, and potential. With each sacrifice, you are becoming the person capable of creating and sustaining the success you seek. Another key to embracing sacrifice is to shift your perception of it. Instead of seeing sacrifice as a hindrance to your freedom, see it as the key to your highest freedom. Yes, sacrificing immediate pleasures and comforts may feel limiting in the moment. But over time, those very sacrifices liberate you. They free you from the shackles of debt, bad habits, limiting beliefs, and mediocrity that hold most people back. The sacrifices you make for your education free you from the limitations of ignorance. The sacrifices you make for your health free you from the restrictions of low energy and preventable disease. The sacrifices you make for your craft free you from the confines of average work and an average income. The sacrifices you make for your character free you from the consequences of unwise choices. In every area, sacrifice is the door to your greatest liberty. As you keep choosing sacrifice in the present, you are paving the path to prosperity in your future. You are building a life of freedom, options, and abundance by investing in what matters most now. You are creating a reality where you get to do what you want, with whom you want, where you want, in the way you want. That kind of life is not built by chasing after fleeting pleasures in the moment, but by consistently investing in enduring value over the long run. And as you walk this heroic path of sacrifice, take pride in being one of the few who has the courage and commitment to do what it takes. Take heart in knowing you are becoming a role model for what is possible when someone resolves to live an uncompromising life of purpose. Take inspiration from the fact that your sacrifices are not just changing your life, they are setting an example that will inspire countless others. Your sacrifices have a significance that stretches far beyond yourself. When you sacrifice to build a business, you create value, jobs, and opportunities that enrich your community. When you sacrifice to master your field, you elevate the standards of your industry and drive progress for all. When you sacrifice to grow and give, you contribute your unique gifts to the world and leave an impact that echoes in eternity. Your sacrifices matter, not just for you, but for the many lives you will touch. So when the alarm goes off early and you'd rather hit snooze, remember the dream that wakes you up inside. When you're working late and everyone else is binging on entertainment, remember the mission that sets your soul on fire. When you want to splurge on an impulse and derail your progress, remember the person you are committed to becoming and the legacy you long to leave. Let your vision pull you through each sacrifice. Let your purpose give you the courage to persist. Let the life you are creating be so compelling that any sacrifice pales in comparison to its rewards. As you rise each day committed to sacrificing for what you want most, know that you are in the company of giants. Every person who has achieved greatness, from business legends to community heroes, has walked this same path of purposeful sacrifice. They gave up the good opinions of naysayers to fulfill their convictions. They gave up the false security of a paycheck to build their own economic engine. They gave up immediate delights for enduring significance. And in the process, they discovered their true power and left an indelible mark on the world. You have that same power within you. The power to choose what you will sacrifice for. The power to invest in your boundless potential. The power to shape your future with each decision you make today. So wield that power wisely. Use it to sacrifice not for fleeting fancies, but for lasting fulfillment. Use it to give up not your biggest dreams, but the beliefs and behaviors that would sabotage them. Use it to pursue not an easy life, but an extraordinary one, a life that exudes excellence, impact, and inspiration. As you do, you will look back one day and realize the true meaning of sacrifice. You will see that your sacrifices were not losses, but the seeds of your legacy. You will understand that you didn't give up your happiness, you gave up lesser pleasures for greater purpose. You will know in your bones that you chose a path of temporary trials for eternal triumphs. And as you reflect on the joys, relationships, growth, and achievements your sacrifices have yielded, you will say to yourself, it was all worth it. I'd do it all again in a heartbeat. For this incredible life I've created and the person I've become through my sacrifices, I'd sacrifice even more. That is the promise and the prize of a life built on purposeful sacrifice, a life with no regrets, only gratitude for the courage to have given your all for what mattered most. A life where you close your eyes for the last time and think to yourself, I lived fully, I gave greatly, I invested myself unreservedly. I'm so glad I sacrificed for the success, the person, the experiences, the contribution I was capable of. This life of extraordinary success, fulfillment, and significance is available to you. But it will ask you to give up many things the world says you should want so you can invest in what your soul knows you are meant for. It will require you to sacrifice not just once, but continuously to keep recommitting to your best life, even and especially when you are tempted to settle. It will challenge you to get crystal clear on what matters most, the goals, relationships, and legacy you feel called to, and to keep sacrificing for them no matter what tries to pull you off course. And if you accept this challenge, if you resolve to stay true to the sacrifices success requires, you will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. You will experience a depth of fulfillment and a vastness of impact that an easy life could never provide. You will know that you gave your all to what meant most and held nothing back. You will leave this earth with a profound sense of satisfaction and zero attachment, knowing you played full out and invested your one and only life in an eternal legacy. So dream bigger dreams for yourself in the world than ever before. Get razor clear on what you will fight for and what you will sacrifice for. Then roll up your sleeves and get to work, investing your focus and fury into the future that sets you on fire. Stay the course of your sacrifices with your eyes on the prize of the person you are becoming and the rewards that are coming. And when the going gets tough, as it inevitably will, remember this: success does not go to the smartest, the quickest, or the most gifted. It goes to the one who is willing to sacrifice the most for the longest in the pursuit of their dreams. Be that person. The person who persists in their sacrifices while others are seduced by distraction. The person who invests in their calling while others chase the next shiny object. The person who creates their own definition of success and pursues it relentlessly while others conform to the consensus. But in this, you will find that success is not something you acquire, it's something you become. It is the inevitable result of someone who commits to give their all to their essential few, their highest dreams, deepest values, and unique genius. It is the destiny of the person who puts their full power behind their purpose and sacrifices all that does not serve it. So go boldly into your brightest future and embrace the sacrifices it calls for. Resolve to let go of anything that does not lead you to the life and legacy you long for. Be willing to make the trade-offs that unleash your greatest triumphs. And as you make each choice to sacrifice for success, know that you are not only creating an extraordinary life for yourself, you are setting an example that calls forth the greatness in others. You are giving others permission to dream daringly and live uncommonly. You are showing the world what becomes possible when one person commits without compromise to the success and significance they are capable of. In the end, this is the true meaning of life: to discover your unique purpose and gifts, then give yourself fully to them for the betterment of all. To invest your limited time and energy not in what is easy or expected, but in what is excellent and eternal. To be one of the few who finds the courage to sacrifice the mediocre many for the magnificent rewards that only a committed few will ever know. For in this, you will not only create a life of success beyond your wildest imaginings, you will experience a fulfillment that can never be taken from you and leave a legacy that will inspire generations. And you will know in every fiber of your being that for the privilege of truly living before you die, no sacrifice could ever be too great. So go. Sacrifice boldly. Live greatly. And in the end, you will see that every sacrifice was not a cost, but an investment. An investment in the grandest vision of yourself and the most glorious expression of your gifts. An investment in a success so soul-satisfying and significant that it was worth sacrificing everything for. As you walk this path of sacrifice for success, know that you will face obstacles and opposition at every turn. There will be people who doubt your dreams and try to discourage you from pursuing them. There will be setbacks that make you question if you have what it takes to persevere. There will be moments when the sacrifices feel too heavy and the rewards too far away. In these times, I invite you to remember two things. First, every hero faces adversity on their journey to greatness. It is the price of admission for an extraordinary life. The challenges you encounter are not signs that you should give up. They are confirmations that you are on the right path. They are the universe's way of testing your commitment and forging your character for the successes ahead. Second, your sacrifices are not just for yourself, they are for the betterment of all. When you sacrifice to build a business, you are not just creating wealth for yourself, you are creating value and opportunities that enrich your community. When you sacrifice to master your craft, you are not just improving your own skills, you are elevating the standards of your industry and driving progress for all. When you sacrifice to grow and give, you are not just developing yourself, you are unleashing your unique gifts to make a positive impact on the world. Your sacrifices have a ripple effect that touches countless lives, often in ways you may never fully know. So when the path gets tough, remember that your sacrifices matter not just for you, but for the many lives you will inspire and improve through your example and efforts. And as you keep making these heroic sacrifices, day after day, something remarkable happens. Your vision starts to take on a life of its own. Doors start to open that were once closed. Resources and people start to show up to support your mission. The universe begins to conspire in your favor, bringing you the opportunities and connections you need to manifest your dreams. You see, when you prove your commitment through consistent sacrifice, life takes notice. It sees that you are serious about your success and starts to rally behind you. It rewards your dedication with serendipity and synchronicity that never have planned for or predicted. This is the magic of sacrifice. It sets in motion forces beyond your control that accelerate your journey to success. It activates a higher power that guides and supports you in ways that seem almost miraculous. It attracts the people, resources, and circumstances necessary to turn your grandest visions into reality. But to access this magic, you must first do your part. You must be willing to make the tough choices and take the uncomfortable actions that success demands. You must be willing to let go of the weights that would hold you back so you can soar to the heights that are calling you. This is the path of the hero, the person who is willing to give up the good to go for the great. The person who is willing to sacrifice the comfortable to create the extraordinary. The person who is willing to trade immediate pleasures for lasting fulfillment. And make no mistake, this path is not for the faint of heart. It will test you in ways you cannot yet imagine. It will require you to dig deeper and rise higher than you ever have before. It will challenge you to become more than you currently are so you can achieve more than you currently dream possible. But if you have the courage to heed the call, if you have the commitment to stay the course, if you have the faith to keep sacrificing even when the rewards are not yet in sight, then you will experience a life that is beyond your wildest imaginings. You will know a depth of fulfillment and expression that an easy life could never provide. You will feel a profound sense of alignment and satisfaction, knowing you are living in integrity with your highest self and grandest vision. You will make a meaningful difference in the world and leave a legacy that continues to inspire and enrich long after you are gone. This is the promise of a purpose-driven life, a life where you hold nothing back in the pursuit of your potential and the realization of your unique genius. A life where you give your all to your essential few and experience the fullness of what you are capable of contributing and becoming. A life where you sacrifice the mediocre many for the magnificent rewards that only a committed few will ever know. So as you walk this path of purposeful sacrifice, trust the journey. Trust that every challenge is chiseling you into the person you need to become to live your destined life. Trust that every test is forging the character and commitment necessary to achieve your audacious ambitions. Trust that every setback is setting you up for a greater comeback and every delay is preparing you for a grander destiny. Keep your eyes on the vision that sets your soul on fire and let it pull you forward when the sacrifices feel hard. Keep your mind focused on the person you are committed to becoming and let it inspire you to make the choices that align with your highest self. Keep your heart centered in the impact and fulfillment that await you and let it fuel you to persist through the inevitable obstacles and opposition. And as you do, know that you are never alone on this journey. Know that there is a power greater than yourself that is conspiring to support you and a purpose greater than yourself that is working through you. Know that your sacrifices are not just changing your life, they are inspiring others and making a difference that will ripple through eternity. So keep going. Keep growing. Keep giving. Keep sacrificing for the success, the person, the impact, the legacy you are called to create. For in this, you will not only achieve your wildest dreams, you will become the hero you were born to be and experience a fulfillment that can never be taken from you. And in the end, when you look back on your life and all you have given for your greatness, you will have no regrets. You will know that every sacrifice was worth it. You will see that you didn't give up your best life, you gave up a small life for an extraordinary one. You will understand that your sacrifices didn't cost you, they paid you in the profound satisfaction of knowing you truly lived before you died. So embrace the sacrifices success requires with all your heart. Have the courage to let go of anything that does not serve your highest self and grandest vision. Be willing to pay the price for the priceless, for the dreams, the difference and the destiny that are yours to claim. Know that you have what it takes to walk this heroic path. Know that your sacrifices are not in vain, but are the very seeds of your greatness. Know that a life of legendary success and significance is available to you if you are willing to give all that it asks. And as you give yourself fully to this journey of purposeful sacrifice, remember this success is not something you acquire, it is something you become. It is the triumph of your commitment over your comfort, your character over your circumstances, your vision over the voices of doubt and defeat. It is the reflection of a soul that refused to settle for a small life and insisted on creating an extraordinary one, no matter the sacrifices required. This is your call to greatness. This is your invitation to unleash your full power and potential in service of your highest purpose. This is your opportunity to discover just how far you can go and how much you can grow when you commit without compromise to your brightest vision and boldest dreams. So say yes to sacrificing for a success beyond your wildest imaginings. Say yes to giving your all for a legacy that will echo in eternity. Say yes to becoming the hero you were born to be and living a life that leaves the world better than you found it. For in this yes, you open the door to your greatest possibilities and most magnificent contributions. You set in motion forces that will propel you to heights you never thought possible and enable you to make a difference you never dreamed imaginable. You begin a journey of purpose-driven sacrifice that will challenge you, change you, and ultimately reward you beyond measure. And though the path will not be easy, though the sacrifices will test you to your core, you will one day look back and know it was all worth it. You will see that your sacrifices were not losses, but the very seeds of your legacy. You will understand that you didn't give up your happiness, you gave up lesser pleasures for a greater purpose. You will realize that you chose a path of temporary trials for eternal triumphs and a life of endless reward. So go forth and sacrifice boldly, wisely, and relentlessly for the success you are called to create and the difference you are destined to make. Embrace the challenges that come as opportunities to become the person capable of realizing your grandest visions. Stay true to the choices that align with your highest self, even and especially when they are hard. And trust that every sacrifice you make in the name of your greatness is building a life and legacy that will be a source of limitless fulfillment and inspiration. This is your time. This is your moment to give your all for the dreams that set your soul on fire and the purpose that moves you to your core. This is your invitation to sacrifice the mediocre for the magnificent, the common for the extraordinary, the fleeting for the eternal. Accept this call with courage and conviction. Commit to a life of uncompromising excellence and unbridled expression. Resolve to keep sacrificing for your success as long as it takes and as much as it requires. For in this commitment, you will not only create a life of astounding achievement and impact, you will experience a depth of meaning and satisfaction that can never be taken from you. So here's to you, the hero who dares to sacrifice for greatness, the visionary who trades comfort for contribution, ease for excellence, conformity for creativity. The leader who gives their all to their essential few and leaves an eternal legacy in the process. May your sacrifices be many and your successes be legendary. May your challenges forge your character and your choices reflect your highest commitments. May your journey be one of unending growth, fulfillment, and impact.